feel like it's a little bit weird that I'm making a makeup video and I almost don't wear anything. Hey everyone. Today I thought, why don't we speak about makeup that I tried in 2024? I separated everything that I've tried in 3 big categories and 1 small category. The first big category is the best makeup, something that I'm drawn to using every day because I really love it. Another category is something that I consider good as a formula or performance, but something in this makeup doesn't make me want to use it every day, and most of the time it's just in the concept of the makeup or the colors, so it's not about the formula. So you can see this category and maybe see the colors that you like that I typically don't like. The third category are the products that I'm using often. However, there's something in the formula that doesn't make these products the best, perfect, ideal for me. Some inconsistencies in the formula, something in the formula that I don't necessarily like. I made it exactly because these products work, but only in some particular conditions. So I cannot say that they will work all the time, and because of that, can we stop with this? And because of that, I cannot say that I recommend them to you. And finally, the last small category are the products that I didn't like. I don't want to use them because I don't like them, either in the formula or in the color. They are just, I don't hate them because they don't do anything. It's not like they were advertised like this, but they perform differently. No, it's not like that. It's just that I really am not drawn to them. Most of the products are kbeauty. What is kbeauty? Most of the products are kbeauty, cbeauty, and affordable drugstore makeup. There are only 2 products that are on the more expensive side. You can navigate through the video using timestamps. They are below. I'm really sorry for how my lips look. I was biting them the whole day yesterday and now I feel a lot of pain. This habit of biting my lips, especially in the exam period, is awful. Let's start with the best of the best. I'm so excited about these products. I really love them. My absolutely favorite foundation this year. I tried it in September and to this day my skin looks so healthy and glowy when I'm wearing it. It just makes me really happy, and it is a Japanese brand. This one is Shiseido Revitaliscence Skin Glow Foundation. It has essence-like texture and it's really thin on your skin and it gives you this kind of healthy glow. It's really effortless, it's really easy to apply, and that's the reason I like it. You know, when I go in the university, I want something quick, simple, easy, fast, and I just apply this and my skin looks amazing. I didn't have a chance to swatch all the shades when I was choosing it in Sephora. No, I think it wasn't Sephora, it was in Montenegro. They don't have Sephora there. Another foundation, or I should say BB cream, that I still love to this day. I have been using it for many years already. Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. For a BB cream, it's quite thick, to be honest with you. I would consider it as a foundation more. It's a little bit more gray, but this can give me the same healthy glow as Shiseido. This is why I consider them like not entirely interchangeable, but you know, this one is more budget friendly. It feels just a little bit thicker when you're applying it. When I'm wearing it, I don't feel it at all. It's very comfortable. I really love how it performs. I understand that the ingredient list is not as good as Shiseido one, but granted, this one is a much cheaper option. Be aware that there is beeswax and mineral oil in the ingredient list. However, they're quite low, so it doesn't clog my pores. Mineral oil and beeswax, they don't clog my pores if they're low in the ingredient list. If they're high in the ingredient list, they will clog my pores, but just keep it in mind and check the ingredient list. They have a mini version as well. I used it all up in the year of 2024. And since I started with kbeauty, let's continue with kbeauty. What else is kbeauty here? Oh my god, actually only 1 product. The rest are cbeauty and like drugstore. I have only 2 kbeauty products. Okay, I didn't notice this, but that's completely fine. Another product that I absolutely loved. From the moment it came and I tried it, I realized, yeah, this will be my purse. I will be using it every day. And this one is a sheer tinted stick from Aromand. They released it in the end of summer or beginning of autumn, something like this. This one is the shade in Vinery. It's a very beautiful, like darker pink shade, a little bit mauvey. The stick itself is really thin like this, and it's one of these products that I don't need to work a lot on it. In general, you should know that I'm not a person who will be jumping around the product and trying to make it work because I don't have so much time. It's really thin, really thin. You don't feel it on the lips at all, but at the same time it gives you enough color and it kind of smoothens out your lips. Really functional. I use it a lot. It's in my purse. I was using it almost every day in December, in November, but this is the end. You see, I used quite a lot of it. Now let's move to cbeauty. I have so many things from cbeauty, it's crazy. I have two really beautiful blushes that I've been using in the autumn and winter a lot. I would like to start with this one because I honestly didn't expect anything from it. I thought that it's beautiful packaging and this is going to be it, nothing more. This turned out to be such a nice blush. This one is from Cheerfleur. So there are 3 colors in this blush. I mostly use the purple part and pink part. I don't use the peachy part because I'm just not a fan of a warm colored blush. You can see that the embossing on this part is much more faded compared to this. So I mostly grab this purple part and I apply it on my cheeks, and it gives me this kind of cold pink color on my cheek. And this is because I have pink undertone, and all the pink eyeshadow and blush, they look much warmer on me. So I prefer using something more lilac, more purple to give me this kind of look. It's very lightly pigmented, but it's easy to build up. I don't need to be careful with this. I just apply a lot of my brush and I apply it on my cheeks and I can build up the color. And it gives me this kind of beautiful whale-like, barely there, almost like what I have right now, but it's not this one. Another blush is from Girl Code and I was using it almost the whole autumn. In the autumn, I was a little bit more into warm colored things. I don't have the embossing anymore because oh no, I'm really sorry. I have some kind of shimmer in it. Okay, much better. I'm sorry, it's not supposed to be shimmery. I don't know with what kind of finger I digged into this because I mostly applied with finger. It has really good application with finger, and this is the reason I was applying it mostly with my finger. It's this kind of really nice, healthy flash of color on my cheeks. It's a little bit more pigmented on the swatch, but when you apply it on your cheeks, it's like this. See this kind of healthy flash of color? Really beautiful. I don't have the embossing already because I was using it every day through September, through October, and a little bit of November until it became colder, and I loved it. And I still love it. It's really easy to use. It's easy to apply with a brush. It's easy to apply with fingers. Great product. I forgot to mention that they stay all day. I will never put a blush in the best category if it doesn't stay all day. If I applied it once at 7 in the morning, it should stay until 9 p.m. That's it. I have this brow pencil, which first when I saw it, I thought that it's not for me. This one is Go-Go Tails and it has a brush. The brush is a very typical, really cheap looking brush, but the pencil is not so usual. It's really thin and it has this kind of shape. And at first I thought, you know, well, maybe for the first couple of uses it will be thin, but then it will become much sharper. But this didn't happen. Because of the way this pencil is shaped, it's giving you this kind of really thin lines and you can easily draw some hairs in your brows. I loved using it. I'm typically drawing some hairs in the beginning of my brows because like my brows are like this. They're really short, so I need to draw a lot and it's really nice. You don't need to use a sharpener. It just stays thin like this. This one is brown and I don't believe they have many colors. If they would have a ginger color like this, I would prefer it. Mascara. I really love this Focalure mascara. It has a really small brush. I mean, it's long, but it's a really thin one. The color is like cool tone brown. It gives you a very natural look. It doesn't make your eyelashes much longer. It doesn't curl them. It just gives you a very natural look, almost like I don't have any mascara on. And I really like this kind of look because sometimes I really don't want to wear mascara. For example, today I'm not wearing any mascara. My lashes are not even curled. You know, after you apply your makeup, I have some powder left on my lashes. I have some shadows left on my lashes, which gives them this kind of white powdery look. And I just apply this to refresh them, to give them a little bit of brown color, and they look really natural. So don't expect something extraordinary from this mascara. This for me is just a beautiful to-go mascara, but I have to warn you, you know, because it's not a lip product and it's not a complexion product, I don't feel this so much. But the smell of it is horrifying. Many things from Chinese cosmetics, they smell like saloon for cars, you know, where they're changing oil, where they're changing car tires. It's a really non-makeup smell. So yeah, please be aware of that. Let's talk about eyeshadow. I have two really beautiful eyeshadows for you guys. This palette, oh my god. It makes me so happy, I don't know why. I'm really glad that I discovered Girl Code last year. I know that some of the things made me mad, like two particular products made me mad for a reason. However, most of the products that I've tried are really good. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3. The other 4 products that I've tried are in the best makeup. They're in the best makeup. It just goes to show that if you tried one product of the brand or 2 products and you didn't like them, it doesn't mean that the whole brand is not nice. I have this one. This is a really beautiful palette. It's very pigmented, which is unusual for me. This is the best shimmer of my life. It's so beautiful. It shines so magically beautiful. It reminds me of some like fairies and magic, some fairy dust, something like that. You know, people were saying to me that my eyes, they look so beautiful. I felt really beautiful wearing this. This is a shimmer that is on a black base. It's a little bit dark. The shimmer is not exactly the same as this one. It has smaller particles that are blue like this. This one is a cool toned brown. I use just a little bit to bring some color to my eyes, to make the inner corner a little bit darker. And this will be a perfect eyeliner for some more editorial looks. It's just that I almost never use black eyeliner, dark black mascara. I used it for the video with dark coquette makeup. This liquid eyeshadow. They're so interesting. They're so fun to play with. These are Judy Doll. This one S01. And this is a blue shade. They have several shades that are matte and several shades that are shiny. Their selling point was that the more you rub this eyeshadow, the more sparkle you will see. It's this kind of pastel blue color. And then you start to rub it and you see more and more sparkles. With this kind of light, it's really hard to show. I mean, you can see it like this. It's really hard to show the sparkles without adjusting the light. And the color is like transparent blue. I am not wearing blue eyeshadow in real life, but I really like to play with makeup when I'm home, when I do some more editorial looks. And I'm using it and it's really beautiful. Let's talk about lip products. I have 3. These 2 are from the same collection, Peach Festival collection. The reason I'm showing them together is because they perform really similarly. They make your lips instantly smoother and healthier looking, especially with the color. The color is very natural. They made this kind of film on the lips. It's a very different formula from, for example, the Romant one. The Romant is very thin, you don't feel it. But these ones, they make some kind of film on the lips. And I guess this is why they make your lips feel a little bit fuller, like more even, more... They look really natural and they're really beautiful. I use them again the whole autumn, but be aware that they feel thicker than the sheer tinted stick that I mentioned. They perform in a very similar way. This one has this kind of applicator. The shade is very similar, but this one has some shimmer, which I don't see on my lips at all. I see it on the applicator, I never see it on my lip. The lipstick. The only thing with this lipstick is that the formula is so soft and a little bit like goopy. Like in the packaging, it starts to look terrible. It starts to look so dirty. And because I used it so much, by the end of this lipstick, I almost finished it while I was using it. First of all, it broke like this. It was like this already. I didn't do anything with the lipstick. This is the end of it. And it looks like this by the end. It's broken for some reason. Like, this is the only thing that I didn't like, but it happened. Yeah, I can... This is what happens. However, I put it in the best category because you saw that I used almost the whole lipstick. Because I loved it, I was wearing it every day. I felt like it's not fair to put it in another category because I used it up almost. Actually, on camera, these colors look quite different. So, because the colors are quite similar in real life, at least to me, I feel like it's better maybe to take only the lip gloss because the lipstick is a little bit of a mess. Another thing to be aware of, they smell really floral, like really rosy floral scent. I don't mind. The only scents I don't like are like very artificial candy, like kids makeup smell. Artificial, not natural sweet. Like I really cannot handle that. Another thing is this Kato setting spray. They have two versions. One is for oily skin, another one is for dry skin. This one is for oily skin and I'm pretty satisfied with this one. I almost used it up. I was using it for a long time. I feel like it lasted me a long time. It keeps my makeup in place. It sets my makeup well. It doesn't prevent the oil from coming through my makeup on my most oily areas like my T-zone. However, it sets my makeup well, especially here where my scarf is touching my face. And the last product that was surprisingly good, Hidden Jello Lip Sip. This I received for free as a gift with purchase from Chic Decent. It's not super thin, but it's also not thick. It's something in between the Girl Code products and the Romand product that I showed. And it's a nice dark red color. I don't feel like it stays for a very long time. It's not very tinty. I apply it in the inner part of my lips typically. It's beautiful. Again, I used it for my video with dark coquette makeup. It gives me a really cute, nice touch up, and this is why I put it in the best makeup. But I've never heard of this brand. I'm not sure what they are. Let's see the best drugstore makeup that I've tried. We have this thing for my brows. I mentioned it in the video about Judy doll. This is Catrice eyebrow stylist, and this one is in the shade 065 Authentic Auburn, and this one is on my brows today. It's almost the same as my hair color. I feel like this is my ideal color. I already used eyebrows in the shade 020. Yes, it looks like this at the moment. I use it on my brows for some time, but then I started to use it as my contouring because I felt that it's an ideal shade for my contouring. These days, I'm not so much into contouring. I feel like I like myself like this. I don't want to contour. My face is already so skinny. I don't want to make any harsh shadows. I don't want to have any shadows actually. This is a really beautiful, nice brow product. If you also have ginger hair like me, maybe this is it because it's also really affordable. This liner is also from Catrice. Side of Life waterproof eyeliner, and I put it to a test. I was rubbing it a lot. I was applying a lot of water on it, and it is really waterproof. I can confirm this. Of course, if you rub too much, it starts to peel off. This is if you're rubbing a lot intentionally. And the color is sky blue. It's really beautiful color. I wish I could wear it more often. It's just that I'm a natural makeup girly. The blush from drugstore that I really love, Hello Kitty Essence Collection. Yeah, the packaging is not the best quality, and this is why it's peeling off a little bit, but the blush itself is really beautiful. It's like peachy around the Hello Kitty. It's like peachy around, and it is cold pink in the center, and it has golden shimmer, which seems a little bit big when I'm swatching it. However, when I'm wearing the blush itself, it's not big at all. When I'm wearing the blush itself, I don't see almost any shimmer. It gives me this kind of like shine, and this is a blush lighter, they call it, and it gives me a really, again, like really healthy glow, which is nice. I'm wearing it typically on this kind of no makeup days when I just want to make my face look a little bit less tired, a little bit healthier. However, I feel like it's not something really unique as a product. I think you can find something similar. It's just that this one is limited edition and it has Hello Kitty on it, and this is the reason I bought it. I didn't expect it to be so good. One lip product is an absolute superstar of the previous year. It's from Essence and it's super affordable. This is the first lipstick that I almost used up in my entire life. This is everything that is left, and I am thinking that I will buy it again because this one is an amazing velvet, like muted cold pink on me. But this one is a really beautiful color. I'm sorry that the packaging and the product looks like this, but it has been through everything with me. I just love wearing it every day. It's lasting for a long time, drinking coffee, biting my lips, but it stays almost for the whole day. This one is in the shade Baby Got Blush 104. It's super affordable. It's not just, you know, like it's good for the price. It's really good. It's just good. It can compete with some of the best lipsticks that I've tried. Another affordable product is Colourpop Shadow Sticks. It's from Wings collection. The printing on the packaging is really bad. The majority of influencers who are reviewing more like Western makeup and who are more into Western style of makeup, they didn't like these duochrome sticks. However, I feel like if you are into Korean style of makeup, more natural style, you will really enjoy this because they're so much fun. And I really like the formula of these ones. They give you this kind of barely there effect so that people will be able to see that you're wearing shimmer, but when you're moving, when you're closing your eyes, it will be not obvious if it's pink, if it's blue, does it shift? Or is it just an imagination of a person looking? People need to look carefully to understand. I really like this kind of mystery to the makeup. It's really soft, really easy to apply and blend. And some of the best looks that I've created in 2024 I created with this shadow sticks. And the last product, I was wondering to put it into skincare or into makeup. But because I have filmed already my skincare video, I decided to put it in the makeup part. Yes, I know it sounds strange, but yes, this is my first Nivea lip balm. I've never tried them before, I don't know why. This one smells like cherry candies, but it doesn't irritate me. Like, it's not this kind of chemically forced awful smell. It doesn't smell like a natural cherry, but still, it's not a bad smell. It makes my lips a little bit pinkier and it's kind of smoothens them out a little. It's not like a lip mask. It doesn't like deeply moisturize and makes your lips plumpier. Just like a nice preparation step to make my lips a little bit smoother, to make them a little bit softer before I apply other lip product. I have it in my purse all the time because if I don't have time to reapply lip product or I cannot be bothered by that, I take this out 2 seconds and my lips look nice again. Let's move to the next category of the products that work, that I feel have good formulas and they work nicely. However, I'm not drawn to use them every day. Starting with this Clarins powder. I use it a lot. It has this kind of puff, which is actually really good to apply this powder. I have a pen in it even, but let me tell you, I use it a lot. I use it every day, several times per day, because it's not for my skin. This is definitely for dry skin or like normal to dry. I have oily skin, it's definitely not for me. I bought it really quickly before I went on my vacation in Montenegro because my powder has finished and I was wondering what to buy, so I went in Douglas and this was the only powder that was matching my skin tone, so I didn't have much choice. This is not the reason it's in this kind of okay category. Of course, it's not for my skin, but I cannot judge it and say that it's not good enough just because it's not for my skin. 2 reasons why I don't feel like this is a great product. First reason is that it's 40 euro and for 40 euro you get this quality of the packaging. This is plastic, which doesn't look very smooth as you can see here, and look at these edges. Like, the packaging has completely worn out. I don't know, take a look at the Romand packagings. They are done in a very quality way, and Romand is a much more affordable brand. Take a look at HOLIKA packagings. They are very well made, not shiny, not some kind of strange looking plastic. Really well manufactured plastic, really well made, how do you call them? Stitching? I don't know, the connectors here. You can open the product like this. Like this. It's a really good quality packaging considering that the price is on a more affordable side. What we have here is bad quality plastic, really worn out packaging, and I'm not doing something crazy with it. The packaging that doesn't stay opened, but at least we have this. So the quality of the packaging is questionable. I'm not sure why is it 40 euro. Is it really that the formula is so unique? I don't think so. Second, the smell. It smells like chemical peachy candy, which I really don't like. I already mentioned in my I hate these products video, this tint from Unleasha, that it smells like crazy peachy chemical awful candies. Oh my It smells like 10 times stronger. Maybe this is why I cannot tolerate this. I can tolerate this one. However, it smells really unpleasant. If this was a drugstore product, I'm not angry on Essence for having this kind of packaging that wears out so fast, right? Because the Essence products are so affordable. And the lid also doesn't stay on place. I know that you cannot maybe hear it and see it, but it moves around. Next thing we have is another product that was 40 euro actually. Dear Dahlia palette. And again, the packaging is not very good, to be honest, for this price. I wanted to say that we don't have a very strong hold, but no, it's good enough. It feels a little bit floppy also. It's also moving around, and the plastic is also a little bit cheap looking. We can survive at least. The packaging doesn't wear out as much as Clarins, and this is what we have. Basically, I don't like all of the formulas here, and the color story is not for me at all. I don't wear very warm eyeshadow. I really liked only two. This one, which looks really orange on me, but when I apply a little bit on my eyes, it really brings out the blue and the gray in my eyes. It has some shimmer in it. However, when I'm using it, I don't see any shimmer. And this one, this kind of satiny shade. Yeah, you can almost cannot see anything, but it's very subtle satin shade. And I like using it under my eyes. I use satiny shades on my under eyes, on the like blue parts of them, because satin shades will reflect the light and it will seem like I don't have this under eyes. Maybe I will make a video about like the best makeup tips that I've learned from Korean makeup artists, because this is the tip that I've learned from them. Yeah, but the formula of the others, like for example, this is a very chunky, not flattering glitter. This one is like a matte with shimmer inside, and it's not consistent. When you apply it, the shimmer separates from the matte color. The rest of the formulas are nice, but the color story is too orange. I feel like it's a little bit too much. So I'm not so inspired by this palette, let's say. This black spectrum eyeshadow, like the formula is nice, it's just that it's not unique in a way. It's not like, wow, it's so beautiful and nice that I want to use it every day. It's a Korean sparkly formula. They have a lot of really good sparkly eyeshadow. I feel like you can get them from any Romand palette or even from palettes of other brands. Of course, the unique part of this is that it has these two black shades, but I use them only once because I don't know where to use them. I'm not a big black eyeshadow person, even though they're like transparent black. I don't know where to use them. Sometimes I come to this palette, I swatch it, I think, wow, so beautiful, and that's it. There's one. This one has really beautiful combination of like deep blue, like a royal blue color, and some pinks and some golden shimmer to it as well. And this is truly beautiful. Like this royal blue shimmer is great. Yeah, so these two colors, these two shimmers are unique. The other two, I wouldn't say that they're unique. One is just pink shimmer, another is blue. I will see, maybe I can implement it in some editorial looks for my short videos. Another Korean product that I have, will I be hated for this? This brand is getting really, really popular. This one is News. This one is Cool Culturals or something like this. It's a more lilac shade. I didn't like the shade so much. It's a little bit too bright for me. Should I try to apply it? It's a little bit too bright for me. It reminds me of the time when it was really popular in Korean makeup to wear really bright tints, like really orangey, really bright, like in your face pink shades. And I was also the one wearing something like this. I don't really like that time. Like my makeup that time was crazy. Maybe because of that, I'm not a big fan. Additionally, I really don't like the packaging. I know that they have this thing like it's a new, what was their motto? It's new, get used to it. First of all, I don't need a makeup product to dictate me what I should be used to and what I should not be used to. This draws me away from the brand. I will buy your product if it's good, and I will keep it in my makeup collection if it's good enough. If I don't like it, I will not get used to it. Thank you. I don't know why a brand that has such a natural beauty concept, this kind of take care for yourself plus makeup concept, Why would this brand tell me it's new, get used to it, in this kind of imperative way? No, thank you. And I don't like this packaging because it's too bulky. Like, I don't have in mind that it's like not ideal like this. I don't care about this. I cannot put it in my bag because when something is thin like this, I can easily put it in my bag and it's there. This, I already have my iPad, I already have my MacBook in my bag, my headphones, my charger, everything. I am wearing my cup with me all the time, and then I have this another bulky thing. I'm just never into using it. I don't have anything against the formula. I feel like the formula is really thin and nice looking. I also don't know for how long it will stay. I haven't tested it for that long. This Colorgram tint that I took on a very big discount on iHerb. This is a really stainy tint. If you want a tint that stains your lips or anything really strongly, if I swatch it, I cannot wash it off for the next couple of days. Again, it reminds me of those like really bright red, orange and pink lips that Koreans really loved in like 2018, 2017. So I don't use it because of the color. It's too red for me and because it's so bright. However, the way I was using it in the summer is again on the inner part of my lips to give this kind of transition of the color. And I was also using it on my cheeks, but just a little bit on the brush and then on my cheeks, just a little bit because it's so bright. But yeah, if you are looking for something that will stain your lips, maybe some kind of stage makeup that has to be bright and put on for a long time, maybe you can take a look at this, but I feel like it's a very old release from them. cbeauty. I have 3 products here. This eyeliner from CC. I have a call for my work. 1 second. This CC eyeliner in this kind of burgundy shade. A little bit like wine. On the swatch, it looks a little bit like blood. It's a beautiful color, it's easy to apply, it's a nice formula because it's not smudging, as you can see. I'm not surprised. You can find really good Korean and Chinese eyeliners. It's quite easy to find. The reason it's not in the best makeup is because like I was ordering something on YesStyle and then I thought, and I wanted like a burgundy, a reddish eyeliner for one makeup idea, and I just found this one and I bought it immediately. And I didn't see that actually the brand CC, this kind of Chinese brand that just copies some successful products of other brands and makes it look similar but like more affordable. And I don't support this kind of brands. I support the brands that are making original product. This is the reason it's not in the best makeup. I'm not sure that I will buy anything more from CC. Next up we have Moira eyeshadow stick. I used it for the inner corners of my eyes to make them a little bit brighter because it makes your whole look brighter. However, if you want to apply this shimmer, this shadow stick on your whole lid, it's a little bit hard. Like, it's not soft, it's not very easy to apply and use. It's not very soft and I don't like it. And also the shimmer here is golden, and I realized that I really don't like golden shimmer. Last year I realized that I in general really don't like gold. I'm wearing only silver accessories. I like goldish silver shimmer on me. I don't like anything golden. I can wear like natural colors and like warmer colors, but really warm colors like gold stuff, oranges, a really warm peach, no, not a fan, at least right now. The last Chinese thing we have here is this Shidella palette. It looks like this. It has this kind of pastel color story. I like the color story, maybe except for these 2 colors. I am not very into them, but the rest are really nice. I broke the palette while I was filming for you. The formula is not something like exceptionally good or unique. They're a little bit whitish, all the colors maybe except this purple one. The shimmers here are nice, but again, nothing unique. You can find these kind of shimmers in other Chinese or Korean palettes, and I'm not reaching to it very often, even though this shade is actually a really nice base shade for my lids to neutralize them and make them a little bit like cold. That is it. I don't find anything unique in this palette. I'm not using it very often, unfortunately. Maybelline High Sky Mascara Burgundy Haze. It's a really beautiful color. It's beautiful like wine color on the swatch, but on my eyes it looks like dark brown. I probably should try using it with like white primer so that the color shows up more. I want easy makeup. I don't want primers. I don't want it. Sorry. And another thing I realized is that I prefer Asian mascaras much more. If you tried both Western mascaras and Asian mascaras, you will understand me. It's a very different look. It's almost like Western mascaras give me this kind of false eyelashes look. Like they make my lashes look a little bit more dense, when Asian mascaras really define every single hair, every single lash. Asian mascaras look a little bit less noticeable, and because of that they give me a little bit cleaner look, and I prefer Asian mascaras more. But this one doesn't smudge. If you're wondering, it sits perfectly well on my eyelashes the whole day. Let's speak about glosses really fast. For me, gloss is such an easy product. It's so easy to make, to formulate. I don't think there will be a gloss that will end up in the best category because it's so easy to make a gloss. If I don't see the brand and I try like 10 different glosses, I will feel like they're the same quality, even if like one costs €2 and another one is €20. The first two are from Essence. This one is from their regular collection. This one is like purplish. It has some blue, golden and silver shimmer in it. This one is also Essence from their Hello Kitty collection. It's a little bit pinkish. And this one has golden shimmer in it, but the shimmer is almost not visible on my lips. And the packaging for both is like really shitty, but it's Essence. It's a very affordable makeup brand. On this one, you cannot even tell that this was Essence. And this looks really bad as well, especially here. I wasn't filming the sound 2 times and I was without microphone for 20 minutes, and then I noticed it. I decided to refilm, and again there was no sound recording on. The last product is another eyeshadow stick from Wings, which is Shadow Sticks. It's the same formula that I really like, that I already mentioned to you. The only reason it's not in the best category is because this one has blue to green shift, and I really don't like green. Like, it has really bright blue. It's another thing to it, that this one is brighter, and I really don't like green. Shimmer, I really don't like green as a color. Yeah, this one is much brighter and it has a really obvious, really bright green shift, and that's the reason. It's just because of the color. Let's move to the next category of the products where I'm not fully satisfied with the formula, and only for that reason I cannot recommend them. I do not hate these products. I'm using many of them quite often actually, but I'm not fully satisfied with the formula. Let's start with foundation. This one is a Judy Doll foundation. I used it in my Judy Doll review video. You can see it if you want. This one is for oily skin. It's more of a creamy foundation. It's thicker. However, I don't feel like the coverage is thicker. And yeah, sometimes it's really nice on my skin. It makes my skin brighter. However, it doesn't give me this kind of healthy glow look that I mentioned with Shiseido or with Misha BB cream. It makes my skin a little bit more pale, and it's kind of inconsistent in the way it performs. Sometimes it performs well, sometimes not so well, and I cannot predict on which day it's going to look good, on which day it's going to look bad. Next up, since I'm already in the Chinese makeup category, this concealer palette from Kato Kato. I use it almost every day for the past 6 months. And still, I cannot understand if it's a good palette or not. It's a really thick coverage concealer, really thick coverage. It has a really balmy texture. It melts under your finger immediately. A really thick coverage, as I said already. You need like a tiny little bit on your brush. Sometimes it covers my blemishes and it looks good the whole day. Sometimes I apply it and it looks cakey in a couple of hours. I understand that skin prep is really important, but I prep my skin all the time. The only difference is that on some days I was drinking enough water the previous day, so my skin looks better, and on other days I didn't drink enough water and my skin looks a little bit less hydrated. And I feel like the moment my skin is a tiny bit less hydrated, it looks cakey. So I feel like for the people who have a tiny bit less has oily skin compared to mine, it will look cakey and bad. It's not an easy to use product, I tell you this. This Chinese blush, did you see that Romand are also releasing this kind of blush? This one is from Zell. It's in this kind of packaging that Merit has. I was on a hunt for a frosty pink blush. I bought this one. I'm not satisfied with the color. It doesn't look like this on me. It looks much more white on me, and the smell of it is awful. I already mentioned the smell for Focalure car saloon where they're changing oils and car tires. If you've ever been to that kind of place. I mean, the color is beautiful on the swatch. I feel like it doesn't blend well into my skin. It kind of wraps around without blending into my cheeks. And this is why I'm not a big fan of this. Next up is this eyeshadow pot from Moira. It's a really fun, like soft texture, a little bit like a polymer clay. It's a little bit cushiony and really fun to play with. However, it's chunky like this. You can say that I applied too much on my finger. Let me try it again. Taking a little bit, and still it's a little bit chunky. You see? And again, the shimmer is golden, and I'm not a fan of golden shimmer at all. Let's speak about Korean makeup in this category. I would like to mention this Unleasha concealer. This is a very small concealer, especially for its price. It's a very small, like pointy applicator. It's a circle like this, and it's not soft at all. It's hard like this. This is called a Bye Bye My Blemish concealer. So this one is for blemishes, obviously. But I bought like a light version to highlight some of the parts on my face. And again, something in the formula, sometimes it works amazingly. Sometimes it gets cakey and it doesn't even spread well, depending on how my skin looks. When I'm using Shiseido, if my skin looks really good and it's really hydrated, it will look amazing. But even if my skin doesn't look its best, this will make my skin look better. And I want these kind of products. I don't want the products to work only when my skin looks ideal. When my skin looks ideal, I can use whatever and it will look good. Next up, we have this blush from HOLIKA. This one is Tinted Milk Cream Blush in Taro Latte. I'm wearing it right now on myself. The color is called Taro Latte. It has something purplish to it. On me, it looks... I feel like actually on camera, it looks quite similar to how it looks in the pan. It gives me this kind of pink, milky look. It doesn't look that purple on me, but that's because I have a pink undertone. It's squishy like this. It melts easily under your finger and it gets like a clay. It's really fun to play with. It's easier to apply with a finger because with the warmth of your finger, it's melting. But it's also nice to apply with a brush, especially the one that you used for your foundation. It kind of blends better. However, again, I feel like sometimes it lifts my foundation and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it looks really beautiful, like today, for example. I feel like it looks wow. It blended in amazingly, but my skin looks good today. And sometimes it lifts my foundation, it separates from it, leaving this kind of awful line here. Depending on the day, I guess, depending on its mood, sometimes it performs well, sometimes it doesn't. This one is Romand Dewyful Water Tint in the shade 11 Lilac Cream. The color is beautiful, however, where is lilac? There is nothing lilac to it, it's just like a baby pink. Maybe it looks a little bit like mauvey pink, but when you spread it, it just looks like a baby pink. There is nothing lilac to it. There is nothing lilac to it. I don't know who created this name. What makes you think that this is a lilac? This is lilac. As far as I know, this is lilac. But the formula is nice. It's really thin. You see, it stains like this. Very light stain. And it's really nice on the lips. I was wearing it in the beginning of the video. And I need to let you know, I really like the smell of it. It's all good. It's not like artificially awfully sweet, but it smells like a grapefruit. I love grapefruit, but I know that some people hate it. It smells exactly like a grapefruit, like a fresh grapefruit. And it tastes like grapefruit, which I don't have anything against. I like grapefruit again. Be aware that if you buy it and you apply it, you will taste grapefruit. It will taste bitter. Okay, a couple of things from affordable makeup. One is this Essence concealer. Some days I hate it, some days I love it, some days it applies like a dream, like it blends in so easily, so beautiful. I'm wearing it instead of foundation today, and it blended so well today, but sometimes it's getting really hard to blend, it's getting cakey, again depending on how hydrated my skin is. I would not judge complexion products on the days when my skin looks amazing. It's not an everyday situation. So yeah, sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's not, but I feel like it's worth giving a shot because it's so inexpensive. I bought it for like €3. And the last thing here is this Wings palette. I obviously bought it just for a collection because I was growing up on this series. I loved Wings, I love them. My favorite fairy was Musa when I was a kid, and then when I grew up, and even to this day, my favorite one is Bloom, of course, because for the most part I like this palette, but there are some shades that I don't like, and those are these two and this one. These two are really sand-like. You can even see that it's like sandy on my finger. I was trying to apply it on my eyes and I felt like chunks of glitter that feel like I'm applying sand. And they're also really oily. Like you can see that the oils from the green one, they even destroyed the packaging. They went out of the pan and it's looking greasy and not nice. And this one is a complete disappointment. This one is really bad. It doesn't feel like makeup. It feels like some kind of DIY sparkles for kids. These are just like chunks of glitters. Super inconsistent. It's like glitters in some glue. And everything else is really beautiful. I really love this Linthea shade. Really beautiful. I used it the most. And this one is a really fun shade because it's like a jelly. It feels like a jelly and it's a really beautiful cool toned shimmer. So yeah, partially nice, partially not nice. I continue to use it for like more experimental editorial looks. And finally, makeup that didn't work for me at all. From Korean makeup, it's this Unleasha Oh Happy Day lip pencil. Everything is okay with the formula, I think. It's just that many lip products, they look brighter on my lips. My lips are naturally quite pink, and many products are looking brighter. And first, I don't like how this color looks on my lips because it looks so bright. This is an ugly swatch. Like, it looks nice on the swatch, but on me, again, because everything looks warmer and brighter on my lips, on me it looks like orangey. Unfortunately, it's not for me. I see that every time I'm wearing it, it almost looks like I was eating something and then my mouth got dirty because of that. A Chinese product, which is also a pencil, it's from Vichy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. This one is a red, and actually the color is really nice and it looks exactly the same on my lips. It's this kind of brick red color. It looks nice, it looks the same on my lips. I apply it and after some time it disappears on some places, but on some places it stays. It stays on the contour of my lips. And it looks like I'm not wearing anything, and again, my mouth is dirty because I have this kind of harsh line. It looks like I have a harsh red line. Of course, I'm blending everything when I'm applying it, but after some time of wearing it, you know, I'm drinking coffee, as I said already, maybe eating some snacks, and then I don't have this pencil anywhere on my lips, only on the outer part of my lips. I'm not sure if it's my issue, if I'm not doing something right. Last time I checked, I knew how to use lip pencils, so let me know if you tried this brand, if you like anything from them. The other products are from affordable makeup brands. One being Essence Hello Kitty collection. This one is Caring Sheer Lipstick. It smells like the worst candies, like the candies that are made of sugar, water, and some artificial coloring. It feels nice on the lips. It's soft. I'm not sure that it's caring. It feels a little bit like a film on the lips, but the color is so orange. This lip gloss, the Wings Bloom lip gloss from Colourpop, this one is completely different from the blue one. I'm not sure why. This one has almost like much more shimmer. It looks much more metallic. This one doesn't look metallic at all, and this one looks metallic. I don't know, like I don't see it having more shimmer. Maybe the shimmer is just more impactful here, but I really don't like how it looks because it gives this kind of metallic look to my lips and I really don't like it. This Catrice Space Glam highlighter, in the past I was trying to use it on my eyes. It has too big chunks of shimmer to be, I mean on camera it looks nice because my light is very strong, but in real life the chunks of shimmer are too big for a highlighter and too small for the eyes. So I'm not sure when to use it, for what, and I never reach for it because of that. And finally, Essence. Oh, you can see everything in this. Oh my god. Hi. Look, this beautiful packaging. Maybe I will leave the packaging. Yeah, it's a fun idea, a fun product, but when I apply to my eyes, it doesn't look really nice. The chunks are very inconsistent. When I'm applying it on my eyelid, it's so cold, like it's so cooling that it's cold. It's really unpleasant to apply. Maybe for some festivals, for some kind of crazy parties, but I'm not going on parties because I'm not a party person, so this is not for me. Sorry. And this is actually it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the products that worked well for you in 2024 and the ones that didn't work well for you. Of course, all the YouTube things, subscribe, like, see the other videos if you're interested, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.